Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. We are live on this Wednesday morning. It is possible Supreme Court tariff news day. We're in a long, guys. We're in a long. We're up about $400 on the long. Was just up about $500. I almost closed it, but I want to take this dang long with you guys on the stream. And I have insider information, not really, but I do think we're going to get some tariff news today, and I think it's going to be bullish AF. So we're going to try to ride this thing. I have a take profit set, and if I get burned, I get burned. Take profit set at the high here. If we get that news, though, we could absolutely rocket through that high like it's not even there. So I'm taking a rare front-run opportunity. I don't usually front-run news, but it did. And we had some PPI data come in, and there was no forecast. It's been so janky. This is the one that we didn't get the news last month we were supposed to, and they kept postponing. So there was no forecast. I think they're just confused. But PPI is a measure of inflation. But there was no forecast, so it wasn't priced in, but it did go down. Inflation went down. So that's good. That's good. That's bullish. Although we did have a couple more reports come out today that were bearish. Retail sales, but PPI is by far more important. So we're just taking a little rare front run opportunity, up about $400 on the trade now. Anybody else long? Anybody else in a trade at all? Somebody let me know something. Let's see who's here. My main man, Max. What's up? John. Oh, John, glad you're here. Tariff news is supposed to come out. Of course, it was supposed to come out last Friday, but it's supposed to come out at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time in about 40 minutes. Will you do me a big favor and be on tariff news watch? We'll probably see the price rip one way or the other if it comes out, but supposedly it's going to come out at 9 a.m. today. I'll believe it when I see it, but we're hopeful. So will you please do that for me? No problem. If not, we'll try to watch it here too. Thanos, big dog, man. Thanos. Carrie Benz, I'm glad to have you back. No trade yet. We're up $500, guys. Not taking profit yet. Look at me. People get upset that I scalp all the time and take profit within 10 seconds and close the trade. I'm up $500. No profit. West Coast morning crew. Thanks, John. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I should have just snagged that $500, shouldn't I? Watch the U.S. open this and absolutely reverse it. No stop loss. I think did we just take that high? I was going to look at least for this high. 755. No, we did not take this high. I think we at least grabbed this high. Let's set an alert on that high, see if we get a reaction there. I don't think we front ran this high by $5 not to at least come get the Asia high. I thought I got my Asia high in the wrong spot. I don't think we front ran the Asia high by $5. Let me put my Asia high on. All right, guys, how are we doing this morning? Anybody got anything exciting going on? Save the Republic, good morning. We are up $500, no profit taken yet. That's so rare. I always take profit. No profit. I got to take profit up here. What will that pay us if we hit it? $1,600. That's what we're shooting for this morning. We shall see. I may live to regret this decision. My wife is probably watching this thinking, take the damn profit. Did you say if the news is bullish, you expect it to go to that 96.3 mark? If the news is bullish, I expect this thing to go to $97,000, $98,000 within like 2 minutes. Within like 2 minutes, literally, if the news is bullish. Of course, we got the U.S. market coming before that. The U.S. market open, even if it's going to be bullish news, could do this, bam, just like that. We're moving. We just took the high. Let's see if we get a reaction. I might should close this $600. See if we get. I'm going to watch it on the other screen so I can see what we got going here. Guys, Bjorn has been killing it. Killing it, man. I moved Bjorn up to the top slot here because I found myself looking at Cypher too dang much. Keep pumping, baby. Keep pumping. $600. I posted this. I was already in it, but before I went on stream, I did post this in Discord that I was long. Did anybody get long with me, guys? Anybody get long? Surely somebody got long. So the dealio on the tariff news, I might close this. We're rejecting. No, we're not. If the tariff news comes out today and the Supreme Court overturns Trump's tariffs, that is bullish as heck. Okay, that means trade tensions will ease, trading will open up more. I mean, it may not be good for the U.S. economy. Who knows? But we're here to trade. And as far as an international or global standpoint, that is bullish. If they come in and uphold them, they say that they're good and they enforce them, then that is bearish, okay? So for purposes of trading and bullish news, if you're looking to be a bull today, we need the tariffs to be overturned. Of course, there'll be appeals and blah, 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 so the overturn could get overturned later, but you know what I mean. I should close this. Should I close it? Put a 1 in the chat if I should close this. Yeah, Bjorn got promoted. Yeah, for sure. Promoted. Thanos missed it and didn't want to FOMO. Hey, that's good. I should have closed this at $600 profit. Dang it. What was I thinking, guys? We're rejecting from that high. Let's close it now. 450. We can re-enter. We can re-enter. We can re-enter. Ooh, got hit with a little slippage. 424. All good. All good. All good. It'd be great to see a pullback, retest, continuation. Anyway, we got U.S. market opening in a few minutes here. I would like to see a pullback continuation. Let's retest the breakout spot here. Right there. Still on VWAP. Clear break here. You can see support, resistance. Wouldn't mind seeing a little pullback to there. All right, but we're fresh. So if we take a trend, it'll be together. Carrie Ben said 1, close it. I closed it. It's closed. $424 profit. Should have took the 6. Guys, we're going to go over the macro outlook today. There's a poll in chat. I'm very curious. Extremely curious. I can't even see my poll. Where's my poll? How long do we have until Bitcoin starts the big breakdown? 1 month max? 2 to 3 months? Or never? Somebody let me know. I'm going to show you what I think and why. And I'm going to show you how we're playing this. And by we, I do have a few folks in Discord who have reached out, and we plan to kind of, we're market makers and whatnot. So our huge account balances, we're going to make the market move. But we're going to trade this together and help each other out. So, and if we all go down in a sinking ship, then we go down together, right? Right. We're not going down, guys. We're going to make a lot of money on this. I put it out there in chat that in Discord last night that I got something that Discord has not seen. I showed you part of it yesterday. I did not show you all of it. I got one more in store today. And I'm going to show you guys. I plan to put 100,000 USDT on this upcoming trade, okay? I was talking with the missus last night, and I was like, I'm going to put $50,000 on this trade coming up, and I'm going to try to make $150,000. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. I'm going to show this trade live. Somebody asked me last night if I was going to show it live. Absolutely. I'll show it to you every single day. And she was like, why don't you just put 100? I'm like, why don't I just put 100? So I'm considering the 100. I'm definitely going to do at least 50,000. Either way, it'll be the same margin. I'm going to shoot for a $1 million margin. So I'm either going to do 50,000 at 20x or 100,000 at 10x to give myself a little more breathing room there. But I'm going to shoot for, as of now, a $1 million margin trade. So And I'm going to try to make at least $150,000 on this trade. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding you. I've done this before. I did this last cycle. I made $56,000. I could have done a lot better. But I TP'd like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the way down. And I'm a little more experienced now. So comes down, I'll TP. We come back up, test what I'm going to show you, and get the rejection from there again. I'm going to re-enter my profits, write down, and compile my profits that way. Compound my profits. Same thing. And I have a good strategy for this, I think. Of course, this could be the one time in history it goes against me. There is one thing that's going against me on this potential trade, and it is 2 words and 1 letter who wreck everything. Donald J. Trump. He could wreck everything. You know how he does. The magic thumbs. Tweet, 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 tweet. That's my only hiccup here. But this strategy did play out last time he was in office, and he was unable to wreck it. Moving back up, guys. Here I am, flippy floppy. I shouldn't have closed my trade. Got the U.S. market open right now. Let's see what they do. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. You know how we do, guys. I'm not taking this 845 trade that we usually. I might, but guys, it's as dangerous because if we get the tariff news, it doesn't matter. None of this matters right here. If we get the tariff news, it's going to be huge, one way or the other, and I mean massively huge. We're either fixing to go to 97 to 98K within 5 minutes of the ruling, or we're going to go to 93, 92K. One of the two. And I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to be within 5 to 10 minutes. Either way. So, best to be on the winning side of that, not on the rolling of the dice side of that. I just rolled the dice. I took my $400. And I'm okay. I can almost afford to take the kids to McDonald's. So we went over PPI, profit and loss. I go get my card from yesterday. We made about $2,100 yesterday. Most of that we made on stream. I think we were $1,900 on stream. I only took 1 or 2 more trades. Waiting on tariffs. Bitcoin dominance. We posted the WorldCoin setup yesterday. We are under. By the way, congrats to those of you that took the Lionheart 2-day Bitcoin trade. It was a success. The exit signal was flashed. Oopsies. Giving away my, this is the wrong one. Giving away my setup for later. The Lionheart 2-day, let me show you this real quick. Lionheart 2-day, I got a better idea. Why don't I just hide this as if y'all didn't already see it? Lionheart 2-day strategy was a success. It did play out. I'll show it to you right here. You got the entry signal at about 89K. You got the exit signal yesterday. That is a big move, a guaranteed winner. It has played out 96% of the time. That's an 8% move, guys. That's a big move. And the good news for those of you that missed it, we're under a 3-day Lionheart signal. Not yet completed. Most of the move has been missed. The signal is it is confirmed. The signal would have given you about a 8.5-9% move, and what is left out of that move is still about 3.5%. So not a terrible move. We fully expect this to play out. Current price coming in right at about 98.8, 98K, somewhere in that area by the time it gets there. It could get there today, depending on the tariff stuff. This would be a good target if we got bullish tariff news today. This would actually be a very good target, about 98-ish, a little above 90. Let's see what we got up there. We have anything up there? But anyway, before I go there, I showed this to the Discord yesterday. Let me turn this back on. Cover your eyes. All right, we got the WorldCoin signal. We not confirmed on the 3-day yet. But if it does confirm, which would be tomorrow, you'd be looking at about a 33% move from current price action. The 1-day, just like Bitcoin, the 1-day did hit and did close successfully. We're under a confirmed 2-day WorldCoin. I'm in on this with about 18% more to go to the upside here. So we're looking for about a 30% move on WorldCoin to the upside, at least. I've showed you those P&Ls. We're up about 20 grand on that. Since entering, I showed you when I entered this on the daily. Right here, entered this on the daily Lionheart signal, put $76,000, and we're up about $20,000 on that right now. I showed that every single day. We're not going to go back through that today. I'd have to log into my Kraken, and I got to do the scanny thing and all that kind of stuff and the Google Authenticator. And we just don't have time for that. We're on Tariff Watch. Ooh, Bitcoin coming down and bouncing almost to our dang white line we put there. I wanted to see a little lower. I'd like to see that white line hit. If not, VWAP. Let's set an alert there. Bitcoin coming down and bouncing. Just front running my white line that I put, my target line. Bullish retest of VWAP would be awesome. That would be your go signal right there. If we could get that bullish retest at VWAP. We do have some bearish signals on the chart, though, guys. All this goes out the water with tariff stuff. Let's look at our bearish signals. Let's go to the daily. We are under a confirmed Bjorn green dot, but we did come in and take the highs yesterday with, you guessed it, as of now, bearish divergence. Okay, now we could rip up through this and pull momentum and RSI up higher and invalidate this bearish divergence. But as of now, we have bearish divergence on the daily, all the way down through the 8 hour. I think, if I remember correctly. Here's the 8 hour. Yeah, bearish divergence on 8 hour. I don't think we have it on the 6 and down. No, not on the 6 and down, but 8 hour and up, we have bearish divergence, guys. Unconfirmed on a lot of this. We're under current Cypher 6 hour red dot, not on Bjorn. On Bjorn on the 6 hour, volatility is maxed out and stochastic is pointed up. Another feather in the cap for bullish momentum today, but it doesn't mean we can't pull back. I told the Discord this morning, I said I would absolutely love a pullback to right here, 92. Let me zoom in. I have bad eyes. 94.2, somewhere in this area. Take out the Asia low. There's a volume spike here. Hit this with some good bullish divergence coming down, taking the low, some bull divs, and then rip up to 97, 98K. That would be a dream scenario. If we get down here, I will go heavy, heavy, heavy long if we get the divergences and the reaction. And our tariff news isn't bearish. If our tariff news is bearish, I think we cut through this like a hot knife through butter. Bitcoin dominance looking good for your altcoins, guys. If you have altcoins, if you're a big altcoin holder, I am. I have WorldCoin, I have some Algorand. What you want to see, obviously you want to see Bitcoin rip into the upside, but you don't even need that. You don't even need that. What you need is Bitcoin not breaking down. You just need Bitcoin to do just do something like this. I mean, if you just do something like this for a month, your altcoins are fixing to absolutely rip because dominance is falling. Even on the move up yesterday, Bitcoin had the massive pump up yesterday. Let's look at the daily candles. We're in the green today, but look at yesterday's candle, guys. That big purple candle. It was bearish. So that's why Bitcoin did, I don't even know what Bitcoin did yesterday. What did it do? 2-3% move to the upside? And altcoin, like WorldCoin did 12% to the upside. I mean, altcoins were ripping yesterday because Bitcoin price was going up, but dominance was coming down, and we've broken down. We're below the point of control on this. Let's go to the weekly time frame. We're below the point of control, and you could see it. We're just stair-stepping down. Stair-stepping down, guys. Bear flagging out here. Look at the bear flag. You see the big wick here? That's a bearish retest of the trend that we've been in for like 3-4 years. How long has this trend been going on? It's all the way back here in 2022, 4-year trend to the upside. We broke the channel, bearishly back tested it, and we're bear flagging out here, guys. This thing is fixing to come down. It's fixing to come down hard. But what you need is Bitcoin not breaking down while this comes down. Bitcoin can either be going up, like it's doing right now. I shouldn't have closed my trade. Or Bitcoin could be going sideways. Bitcoin moving right now, guys. Anyway, it looks really hopeful for altcoins right now, guys. Should not have closed my trade coming into that point of control. Carrie Benz, you told me to close it. All right, but this could be a false move. We haven't hit the 845 spot yet. We have not hit 845 yet. Let's see if we're getting a front run, any edge on the news. No, just that they're still expecting the ruling today. That was 5 minutes ago. Live coverage coming out today, Supreme Court ruling. Everybody's front running this, guys. You're going to be, oh my gosh, if this thing comes out bearish. First of all, you have trapped traders up here, guys. You go look at CVD, you go look at the order books. You have trapped traders. You have a lot of trapped late longers here, a lot. I told the Discord this morning, everything looks extremely bullish, but I don't know. Short of tariff news, I don't know if they let these traders out before liquidation. Boom, liquidate them right below here. Just below 94K. If you come into there, you're probably coming down here. I don't know that they let them out, guys. I don't know if they let them out. All their stop losses are going to be right in here, okay? None of this price action was here when they late long, so they would have issued their stop losses below here, okay? But they might let them out. The only thing I know, we just took the Asia high, is that I shouldn't have closed this trade. That's all I know. I had a plan. I should have stuck to it. Too late to long now, unless we get the news. We do have a NASDAQ gap down below, guys. NASDAQ gaps, they tend to get filled, okay? I don't want to rain on parades because I'm very bullish on this right now. I'm very bullish, but we do have a NASDAQ gap. Right here. You see it. Right there. A little NASDAQ gap. The wicks don't count. The candle closed here. The candle opened here. Came down. Filled about half of it. It is not filled. You have a NASDAQ gap. That is about 1.5%, I think. And NASDAQ's moving down now. It's about a 1.25% down to fill that gap, guys. That could easily give you a 2% drop on Bitcoin. And what would that look like? Dang, this thing's ripping. That puts you right down to our box here, right down around this Asia low. Perfect. NASDAQ fills the gap. Bitcoin takes Asia low. Retests the breakout. Okay. That'd be beautiful. That would be ideal. Anthony Lee is looking for this box. And I may not get it. We could go from here. Let's take a look at our poll because I do want to go over the macro with you guys. We got 8:45 coming up in 2 minutes, though. If we get a hard vector candle opening at 8:45 to the downside, then we're moving down. Let's look at the poll. Let's keep it open. But as of now, 60% say 1 month max, 33% say 2 to 3 months, and 7% say never. Never. I like that. I like that. So most people think we got 1 month max before the rollover. I agree with that. I'm going to show you why in a second. This thing, look at this thing go. Carrie Benz, you told me to close my trade. I was going to close it anyway. I'm just kidding. I'm kicking myself now because I had a plan. I didn't stick to it. Got that old scalper mentality ingrained. So, guys, I showed Discord yesterday, but we've come back. And you see all these lines on my chart. We have a major volume profile for all of this, right? But I took that off because if you look back here from November of 24 through February of 25, so a 3-4 month range here, this was our range, right? This was our range, okay? And what I did was I extended the lines out from this because we are now back in that range, okay? So we do have a major macro range, which is this whole thing. But in order for us to hit the higher target, we're right at the point of control of that now. I did put the macro point of control, which is right by the range point of control. So in order for us to hit the value area high, we have to get through this range here that I extended out. So there's no point in just having extra lines on the chart. I did mark it, though. It is marked right here in white. Macro value area high is right there. So the blue and red lines that you see are not the big macro lines. They are from this range that we're currently in, okay? Last time, you could see a whole big cluster here. The last couple times we came into this point of control, it took us about 2 weeks to break through. Right here, okay, that's where we're at now. And right here, okay, right here around these point of controls. This one took about a week. This one took about 2 weeks. And you can see just a lot of price action right here. A lot of rejection, a lot of support. It is not something that we've ever just ripped through. So it's going to take some news to just rip this thing through, I believe. Otherwise, I think we dance around here for about a week. So don't worry. If we don't get news today, I think you're going to get a better entry to finish this up, because we've never really just ripped through this. We've danced around, right? Chop, okay? Build up some momentum. So unless we get the tariff news today and it's bullish, you should get a better entry into this, because I do think upside is coming over the next couple of weeks. And we're under that 3-day Lionheart signal, which puts you above the golden pocket, right under our next dang red box, which, by the way, we're rejecting from the red box. I hope you guys took this short yesterday. I did not. I was already done trading for the day. That's the only reason. I did not. So my alerts went off, but I don't usually just run to the chart and bam, enter a trade. I like to kind of look and see what's going on. And price action was just stupid. I mean, we went up like $2,500 in what, 2 minutes? I didn't take it. I can't believe I closed this trade a minute ago. It happens. Get an 845 candle. They have not started the reversal yet. And they may not. They are still ripping this thing. That would have been my $1,600 payout right there. Coming to that macro point of control now. See how it reacts. Are we getting news? I don't see any news. John, you're on watch, right? I really want to go into this macro stuff. We are pushing through that point of control, guys. This is bullish. Alts need to catch up. Dominance is pumping. Alts need to catch up here. I want to go into this macro stuff. I've got a great plan for you guys, but I can't stop watching this right now. We've already busted through the 786 of this move. Let's see if we're near the 886. Yeah, we're wicking from the 886 right now. Which probably means we're fixing to come for the high. It's too late to enter now, though, guys. That's not a big enough move. This is a good move today, guys. Pushing through the 886, coming for the high, guys. Coming for the high. I don't even think I have the high marked. Let's mark out the high. Set an alert on that high. We're going to take it. I believe. Sorry, guys. I'm getting my trade set up just in case I see what I'm looking for. We could SFP it. I'm just having my buttons ready. I want to go over this macro stuff with you guys. I think you guys can make a ton of money here, but I just want to watch this for just another second. I'm sorry, y'all. John, you got me on tariff watch. We're getting pretty close. Some eager news guy might leak some news or something. I'd be shocked if we didn't take this high right here. Struggling here. They don't want to let these trap traders out. You've got, hey, listen, you've got a lot of sellers. This is how you get SFPs, guys. You got people who longed right up here, right? They longed, and then they instantly got underwater into big drawdown, right? So they longed here. Instantly, I mean, quick reaction, rip down. They've been riding the wave down the entire time, praying, they can get back to a break even. So when price gets here and they get break even, they sell, okay? They close their trade, and that's how you get a good reaction down, okay? That's why you get the SFP a lot of times. A lot of them don't liquidate or don't sell, don't break even, and they get liquidated, and that forces trades, okay? That forces trades to close and trades to open, and you get big moves. Big spike up, quick move back down. So if you see that quick spike up and then immediately retracing, swing failure pattern, most likely. That's what we'll be looking for anyway, but we'll wait for confirmations. It should be a close back below here. Although it's a risky short, a better short would be to wait for the close back below the point of control here. You hate to just short like right here on the SFP and then run right into the point of control and bounce. So kind of a little more finesse on this one. Or a little more patience, I guess. Let's get rid of the fib. It's done. Mitigated. Ready to take a trade. I hadn't heard from John. I'm not sure he's still here. I may need to get somebody else on tariff watch. Four minutes ago, U.S. could issue ruling today. It's just a few minutes away, y'all. They're waiting. Gosh, look at the traders are waiting. They got this thing ready to break out or break down. It's positioned to do either one. This is where it gets fun, guys. I'm gonna assume John is gone. I'll have to do tariff watch. I haven't seen a comment from John. Oh. There you go. Sorry, my wow, my chats have been updating. I was like, nobody's chatted everything in forever. Let's back up here. Let's talk Dagbjorn. Hey, my favorite Icelander. Yes. Hawkborn without $2,000 accounts. The wrench in the spokes every time. Jam is short. Uh-oh, Jam is short. It could go either way right now. You're right, Carrie. You're right. Profit is profit. I can't complain. I do that all the time, though. I close my trades too soon and then complain. Yeah, just took the Asia high. No updates yet. John's checking it every 5 seconds. Good man. Thank you. Let's come take this high, guys. Let's take this high. Let's take it. See if we get a fast wick. Pump through it. Come on, Biddy. Pump through it. No rejection. I want to see a pump through. Go to 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute. Pump through. Uh-oh, he's trying to reject. Pump through. I might long it if it pumps through. pump through. Yeah. I did, guys. I might close this. Closed. 60 bucks. I got nervous. I get scared of green and red candles, little green and red candles on the screen. 60 bucks. How long did it look like it was going to pump through? Now it's thinking a little too much for me. And we're less than 5 minutes away from a possible Supreme Court ruling. Get your fingers ready, because if this thing comes out, you're going to see yesterday's reaction is nothing compared to what today's could be. Of course, the minute I close it, it goes dink to the upside. That's how it rolls. Like Carrie Ben said, profit is profit. All right, as soon as we get or don't get the ruling in a few minutes, we're going to go over the macro. I'm going to tell you guys my plan. We get SFP here, guys. This could be a big pullback. I would short this if we weren't so close to the possible tariff news. If we SFP, it's not confirmed yet. Got the range point of control just above you. Be careful, guys. You're really trapped in this range right now. You want to see a decision one way or the other. If you break this range point of control, you're fixing a rip. If you come back below the macro point of control, I think we dump. You do not want to get back below this. That will be a bearish back test of the macro point of control. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because I didn't show it, let's show it. There it is. There's the macro value area range. Dance around in between the 2 points of controls right now. You can see we're right in between them right here. Got the macro on. I just turned it off because we're at here. The value area low is so far away it doesn't matter right now. And the value area high is way up here. You have to get through the other range for that to actually matter. Rejecting so far. SFP of the yesterday's high. This is probably mostly people closing their trades and thanking the good Lord that they got out at a break even. Carrie Ben's is shorting. I would absolutely short this if we weren't 2 minutes away from possible tariff news. I would absolutely short this. This is a perfect short setup. But if you don't have a stop loss in and you short this and the tariff news comes out bullish, you will get liquidated in probably 2 minutes. Depending on where your liquidation point is, obviously. But my point is this thing's fixing to rip if it's bullish tariff news, if they even put it out. Trump is probably wheeling and dealing right now to the last minute to stall this thing or have it flipped his way. I know I would be if I was Presidente. Yeah, stop loss to break even, very good. Very good. This is perfect shorting. This is perfect. I'm telling you, I would be in a high leverage short right now if not for this report coming out in 1 minute. Possibly coming out in 1 minute. I mean, this is what I was looking for. This is what I always look for. Sweep of the Asia high or Asia low. Short it back, long it up. Either way. It's classic. It's easy. It's the U.S. style. All right, John, so they're expecting the report here in less than a minute, but it may take, I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I've never really watched a Supreme Court ruling like this. I don't know if it's like instant electronic or if like they open the doors and somebody walks into the clerk's desk and gets a report and runs out to the cameras and it takes a few minutes. I have no idea. I don't even know if they're going to do it. That's just speculation. So we definitely want to keep on a watch for the next 5 minutes, but it could be instant, just like Fed news reports are instant. I don't know. We'll find out here in 10 seconds, though. And then we're going to look at macro. We'll give it a minute, see if we get something, and we're going to look at macro. You'll know it, though, if you see this price start to rip one way or the other. I got my finger on the button over here. Uh-oh, there's the alert. It's 9 o'clock. Price is moving. People are expecting a decision right now. Price is moving. No news. Not yet. What was good about last time, within 5 minutes, they came out and let us know that, hey, no news today. So we didn't have to sit here all day and wonder. No trade here for me, guys. I'm really anxious to get into this macro outlook for you. We'll give this another minute, and then I'll just turn it over to John. If it's a no news, if they come out and say they're not doing it today, I'm probably going to short this. Because we did just SFP the high. And we're at point of control. Let's look at Bjorn. 6 minute Bjorn maxed out. Stochastic sideways-ish, downish. More sideways. Oh, flipping down now. Three-minute turning down. 3 minute turning down. John just keeps refreshing. Yeah, jam. All scare money to make money. You're right. I told someone that the other day. They said it takes money to make money. I said scare money don't make money. That's right. I like that. I don't like that they haven't said anything yet. Again, I don't know how long it takes, but I don't like that they haven't said anything yet. I'm gonna short. We're short. We're up 90 bucks. Put stop loss to entry. All right, guys. Now we just wait. I'm not taking profit on this yet. If I get stopped out, I just get stopped out. And that's fine. We're already up several $100 on the day. About 600, I think. Let's go over macro. John, you got this, brother? We're going to refresh one more time, and then we're going to head over to macro. I want to show you guys something. I've worked hard on this, guys. I've worked hard on this, and I posted this in Discord last night. Join us in Discord. You can click the link below or anthonyleecrypto.com. Trade with us on KCEX, kcextrading.com, or MEXC okay? Either one of those sites. Don't even use my affiliate link unless you want. They're below. kcextrading.com, MEXC Anyway, I posted this in Discord last night, but I'm going to show you, Discord folks, and you beautiful live people, something I didn't show you last night. So I posted this, my strategy for the upcoming bear market, and I believe it is upcoming. I posted 3 charts. We're fixing to go over those 1, 2, and then the current. So the last 2 cycles I posted a trend, okay? And some folks are going to be saying, well, you know, anything can happen once. Yeah, okay, right. Something happens once. It's just the first time it happened. If it happens again, yeah, it's a coincidence. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to happen a third time. Right. But I'm about to show you how it did happen a third time. I just didn't show you that last night. So it has happened all 3 bull run / bear markets for Bitcoin, all 3 the exact same trend. Now that does not mean it's going to happen this time, but if you are looking for a trend, this is the trend for a major macro move. Let's go take a look. Let's start out with 2014. I did not show this last night, okay? I did not show this. I showed you 2018 and 2022. Here's 2014. Here's what we're looking for. You got the bull run of 2014, okay? I'm going to show you. Pay attention, guys. Take notes. You could make a fortune on this if it plays out the same way, and I'm going to assume that it is, and I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to trade it, and I'm going to show you how I plan to make over $100,000 on one trade. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you. So you had the high, right? I'm going to walk you through it. You had the high, 2014. You had 3 lows. They don't have to be lower lows. It's just 3 big lows. 1, 2, 3, right? Here's the key. Let me show you the key, okay? Here we have 3 moving averages. The white 5. Matter of fact, let me turn off the 13. That plays into something else I'm going to show you. Why did I not turn off? There it goes. That plays into something else, so I'm going to come back to that. But for this trend, it does not factor in, okay? All right. You have 3 lows. Here's the key. Here is the key so you don't front run, okay? You have the 5 cross to 55 to the downside, right? It's all below it. It's all below it while you set these 3 lows. Then you come back up. You bounce from the 3rd low. 1 high, 2 high, right into the 382 fib, okay? Are you paying attention? But when you bounce into that 382 fib, you had the 5 cross to the upside of the 55, okay? So 5 below, 3 dips, 2 pops to the upside, the 5 crosses, reject from the 382. When the 5 crosses again, the 2nd cross of the 5 of the 55, game freaking over, okay? Massive, massive bear market. This is on the 2-day time frame, by the way. Massive bear market. Okay, your 5 never crossed again until you were coming back out into the bull market, okay? And what was that from the cross, the 2nd cross to the downside? And I know percentage doesn't really, maybe not be applicable to this bull run. The point is massive, massive move. You got a 73% dump to the downside, okay? 73%. Okay? Okay, that is 2014. Let's fast forward. Still in the 2-day time frame. Let's fast forward here. We are going to 2018. You get where I'm going with this, guys. But I got to drive the point home because the Anthony Crypto Crew is going to make an absolute fortune on this. Oh, that's the daily. I need to be on the 2-day. My bad, guys. It's thinking about updating. 2018. Here we go. I know I'm gonna beat this thing home on you guys. You guys are gonna be ready for this, so there'll be no excuse. Okay, 2018. 2018. You got the high. Boom. 1, 2, 3 lows. Okay. Where's the key? 5 crosses. Sorry, I switched charts. Let me turn this orange line off. I originally did this on Binance, but Binance doesn't go back to 2014, so I had to go to Bitstamp, and I didn't want to redo the whole dang chart. So, okay, 5 crosses to 55 to the downside. What happens? You set your 3 lows, 5 crosses. What happens? Why is this line still on here? TradingView slow. Okay, what happens? 2 highs on the bounce. 1, 2. What happens more importantly? The 5 crosses back above the 55. This should, let me turn this on. The fibs are turned off. Feel like I'm unprepared, but I'm really not. My fibs are gone. We got to fix that real quick. Boom. Right into the 382. You see that, guys? Right into the 382. 5 crosses above the 55. That's the key. Right into the 382 rejection. The short is the 5 crossing back below the 55, okay? We just happen to bounce at the 382 again. 3 dips, 2 bounces, 55 crosses below, bear market, okay? I mean, the rest of the bear market. Look at that, rest of the bear market. What is the percentage move from that? Second cross there. 64%. 73%, 64%. This one took 26 days. The first one, I forgot to tell you, took 50 days, okay? Let's fast forward. You see where I'm going with this. Let's fast forward. 2022. 2022. You got the high. You got the 5 crossing the 55. I don't understand why this orange line is still on here. I have it turned off. Oh, because I have Lionheart on. Duh. There it is. All right. 5 crosses the 55 to the downside. 1, 2, 3 dips. You get the bounce. This one you get 2 bounces. Or 3 bounces, excuse me. The other 2 you got 2 bounces. You got 3 here. Why did you get 3? 1, 2, 3. Because neither of the first 2 touched the 382. You come at, nor did the 5 cross to the upside of the 55. Finally, when it does, you push into the 382. You reject. 5 crosses below the 55. What happens, guys? Massive, massive bear market continuation. Percentage? 64%. 73%, 64%, 64%. This one took 64 days. 50 days, 26 days, 64 days. That is an average of 46 days, okay? Average of 46 days. If you take the 26 outlier days out, then you are averaging 57 days. Let's fast forward to now. We're at 53 days. 57 is the average. Actually 46, but 57 if you count that outlier 26 days. We're at 53 days so far, guys. What has happened? What has happened? We said high. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We're working on number 2 right now. We have not hit the 382 yet. We are just shy of the 382. We also have not had the 5 cross back above the 382 yet. Okay? So now it doesn't mean we're going to necessarily reject from the 382 just because we always have. Just because we always have. But that's the plan. And so what is going to take for that to happen is this is going to have to dance around here for a while. Okay, it can dance around for a week or two while the 55 comes down and the 5 comes up and they cross something like that. You meet in here, you reject, you wait for the cross of the 5 back below the 55, you short. That's the play, guys. That is the play. You can, and let's look, we were at 63, 63, and 70, something like that. I don't think we get that big of a pullback this time. But let's just say we come down to 55. You're looking at 40%. 40% move from that play, assuming it happens somewhere around here. 45% move to the downside, guys. 40% move. Something like that. That is a big move, guys. That is a big move. And you're going to think, until I show you, you're going to think I'm talking smack. But I'm planning to put. Let's just assume I do half of what I'm planning to put. Let's say I do a $500,000 trade. I do a $50,000 USDT on 10x leverage, $500,000. And let's say we get the 40. Let's say I close it at a 35%. It's a $175,000 profit. That's if I don't take profit and add to it as we pull back. Because let's go notice another trend here, guys. And I'm going to show you this live. So those of you who think I'm talking trash, I'm going to show it to you live. But as you come down on these, you can see you don't just straight line down it. I mean, you pretty much do, but you come down, you bounce back towards the 5. You come down, you hit the 5, you come above it a little, hit the 5, hit the 5, you constantly reject the 5. And actually, let me throw the orange line back on, which is the 13. You'll see it a little better here. Let me throw that back on while TradingView thinks about updating. There it is. We'll zoom in here. We're still on the 2-day, guys. 2-day 13. So if every time you came down, at least in past, and you can look at the years past, we're just going to go through this year. You enter your short, you come back, you retest the 13. You come down, eventually you bounce. What do? You can re-enter at the 13. Wick above it. As soon as you lose the 13 again, you re-enter. Wick above it, 13. Okay? All day long. All day long. Even if you did this just a couple times, just a couple. When you get down here towards the lows, when you start getting around towards 65K this upcoming time, you probably want to cut that razzle-dazzle out. But between 90K and 70K, every time you hit that 13, compound your short. Compound your short. Add to it. John says X is saying no ruling again. I got stopped out of my trade, guys. X says no ruling. That's okay. Guys, do we have any questions on this macro here, guys? This is what I'm looking for. And I'm telling you, some of you are going to think I'm crazy. We have some perma bulls. We have some perma bulls. And I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time. It doesn't mean I'm always right. And past performance does not dictate future performance. I get that. But I promise you, if you zoom out and you look at the macro of Bitcoin, I'm talking the major trends. I'm talking the yearly type trends, not the daily stuff, the yearly type stuff. They are very, very similar. Okay? The fibs that they go to, not exact all the time. The swing levels, they are very similar. Okay? So this is what I'm looking for. And I think we're not ready yet, because the 5 has not crossed the 55, and it may not. It may not. It may not do that. It could play out totally different this time. We've discussed that. I acknowledge that. But I am looking for the 55 to cross back above, the 5 to cross back above the 55. Wherever that may be, I am not shorting the rejection of the 382, because we could go to the 618. I'm not shorting that. I am shorting when the 5 crosses back below the 55 one more time. And that is going to be my big short. Now you know my plan. Anybody going to take that trade with me? Anybody going to take that trade with me? Let's see what Bitcoin's doing here. Let me know if you have any questions on that. And I'm telling you, you go back and look at the past years. That orange, it's orange on mine, but the 13 EMA on the 2-day 13 EMA, Bitcoin, when you finally do get that break in that big short trade, Bitcoin struggles to get above that 13. Look, you've struggled to get above it here. Look, every time, 13 rejections. Once the 5 has crossed to 55, look, and you start this downtrend, rejection from the orange, rejection from the orange, rejection from the orange, rejection from the orange. Now you're back above it, but this is part of the plan, because the cycle doesn't end until the 5 comes above the 55 and crosses back down. So you're supposed to get above it one time. But when you cross back below, I mean, it's game over. It's game over. You can't get back above it until the next cycle, or at least you haven't been able to in the past. And thus far, nothing has changed. Nothing is different about this cycle. Nothing. The only thing different about this cycle is the performance of the altcoins and Bitcoin dominance staying higher. That's it. Nothing else is different. It's played out the same way. You came up and you double topped the exact same with bearish divergence. I mean, this looks exactly, let's put it on the weekly so you can see both. It looks exactly like the last cycle. I mean, you cannot possibly tell me this doesn't look exactly the freaking same. I mean, look at this. Boom, double top, bearish divergence. Boom, double top, bearish. You can't tell me. It looks exactly the same. So I fully anticipate it looking exactly the same on the way. Look, even on the way down here, guys. How this just finished out. We just went through this example right here, right? Look, what does that match up with? What does that line up with? I know you see. Look, right here, that dip in the middle, right? Right? That's where you found it. That's where you get the 5 and 55 dancing around. That's where you found the final breakdown. This came down to right about just above this. See, just above this. You see that? I know it's kind of hard to see. My chart's messy. But look, right here. What did we come down to? Just above this. It looks exactly the same. Doesn't mean it's going to play out the same, but this is what I'm banking on, guys. Right here. This is going to be, we're going to make over 100 grand, which is more than most people make an entire year. We're going to do it in one trade. And by the way, most of the time, I got to show you this. I was holding off on this. If I haven't sold this well enough, then you are not sellable. But I'm going to try. Max is taking it for sure. Carrie Ben says, hell yeah. I'm telling you, these trends, I'm telling you, the macro trends, I'm telling you, do not get left in the dark on this one. Thanos, oh yes. West Coast, yep. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to put a $1 million trade on this, a minimum of 500 grand. I'll commit to 500. I will do a $500,000 trade on this, but I'm considering $1 million. And I'm going to show you. Let's go to the monthly time frame, guys. If I haven't sold you yet, this should sell you. Okay. Let's ignore what I have on here for the 2-day. That's 2-day information. I got to go to a better chart. One with more history. Go to the Bitstamp chart has the most history on Bitcoin, by the way. So if you ever need to kind of like go back and really, really back test something, the Bitstamp chart. Okay. So far the 5 on the monthly, the 5 has not crossed the 13. If you were to close this month below 86.5, which I don't think we will, but if we were to close below 86.5, you'll get the cross. See this little chart I have up here? It tells me where these crosses will occur based upon whatever time frame I'm looking at. So I think this is going to be sometime in February, towards the end of February, to get the confirmation. I think you'll get the cross in the middle of February, so I think we got about 4 weeks or so left of this dancing around before we get the cross. Could be longer. Timing is the hardest part. But we're looking for the cross, okay? The 5, once the 5 crosses the 13, 100% of the time, price has gone to a minimum of the green at 55 monthly, a minimum, okay? And if we were to get this cross, say I know we won't, but let's just say we came down to 86.5, and we'll actually get the cross a little higher because it's at 86.5 now, but the 13 is going to work its way up like this. So you're going to get the cross probably somewhere around 90K, 89K. Let's just say like, I don't know where we're going to get the cross. I don't really know. No, we're going to get it way before that. We're going to get the cross somewhere about 90, probably about 93K, okay? Because let me see where it is now. The 13 now is at 95,382, okay? So we're going to get this about 93, 94K. Let's say we get it at 93K. And, of course, this 55 is going to move up like this, something like this. That's not exact. It doesn't matter. We're just getting, let's say we cross right about here. A minimum dump, that's about 30% dump. That's a minimum. It has never stopped there, but it has at least gone to there. But you can see it always goes below it. Always goes below it. We can look back in time. Always goes below it. Last cycle went below it. 2018 cycle went below. You didn't go far below it. Well, you kind of did here. But from the initial breakthrough here, you went below another 15%. So that's pretty good. It just doesn't look very big, but it's bigger. That's what she said. Let's go back here. There was no 55 started yet, but you could see it right here. It started after, but you can imagine it was something like that, right? Right? You can see the line. That looks legit. I mean, I just drew that, but you can see that curvature looks about right. You came below it, and assuming that's about where it was, came below it another 20%. So at a minimum, you're going to be looking at about a 25% drop. That's if you bounce exactly from the 55. But we came 15 and 20% below it before, so I think we're going to be looking somewhere in the area of about a 40% drop, guys, which will put you right in about that 55K-ish area, which has always been my target, 55 to 60K. But either way, even if you only get 25% of it, even if you just said, okay, I'm going to play the conservative route, We've always at least touched the 55 on the monthly. I'm going to close my trade at the 55 on the monthly. Fair enough. You're going to get you 25% approximately. That is a lot of money. $500,000 margin times 25%. And that's if you didn't compound the bounces. You're making 125 grand. That's on a $50,000 trade on 10x leverage. Maybe you're not comfortable doing that much. Maybe you have 25 grand and you don't even want to do 10x leverage. Maybe you want to do 5x leverage. And you get you 25%. You're still making 31 grand. And it doesn't take long, okay? Let me show you, let me further upsell this. Yeah, the bear market takes long. That takes a long time, right? That takes a while. I give you that. But from the time the 5 crosses the 13, you touch the 55 in 2 months. Right there, 2 months. That's the last cycle. Let's go look at 2018. That was 2 months. Let's go look at 2018. Get the cross right there. 1 month. The next month. Not the month of the cross. You got the cross here. The next month. So 2 months, 1 month. Let's go look at the first cycle. 5 crosses right there. 3 months. 1, 2, and 3 months. Big payday. Close your trade. Simple. 3 months. Tops. So far. It could take 2 years for all I know. 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months. If you're not looking, I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong, but if you're not at least entertaining the thought of this trade, what are you even doing in trading? Because you only get these types of trades twice every 4 years. Once on the way up, once on the way down. Anyway, I hope I'm right. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing, guys? I have not been paying attention. Oh, wow. Wow. We came up to 97K. Oh, gosh. Okay. Kerry Benz, you told me to close that trade. Let me verify, John. Wall Street, let's see. Let's see what Yahoo Finance says 5 minutes ago. Well, I guess everybody's trying to read this page because it does not want to load. Yeah, no decision today, guys. They didn't say when, but just that there is no decision today, guys. We're trying to SFP the range point of control right now. We front run the gold. Let me scoot this over a little bit. We have front ran this golden pocket though. That's the golden pocket. Oh, wow. Okay, so we did take this most recent high. All right, guys, we've got some real bearish divergence going here, but things are just so freaking bullish. It's hard to short this. So we've already established we got bear dibs on the 8 hour and up from us taking the high yesterday. And now we have bear dibs. I'm looking at the hourly. We have bear dibs on the hourly, so far unconfirmed, on this most recent high from yesterday. We're creating bear dibs here. It's hard to fade a rally like this, but this is how you catch the big moves. Did we hit the pocket on the Bybit chart? That's a good question. Hang on one sec. This is how you catch the big moves, guys. It looks shortable to me. Let's check that Bybit chart, though. That's a good call. All right, so we're taking this fib from this last little swing high to here. Slight front run on the Bybit chart. Slight front run. Let's look at the Binance chart. Let's look at the Binance chart. Let me clear this junk off. Let's look at the Binance. Front run on the Bybit, front run on the KCEX. Front run on Binance. We could come up into it, guys. I don't know. It looks shortable to me, though. But we could definitely come up into it. Lots of bearish divergence here, guys. Losing the range, point of control. SFP of the range, point of control. I'm short. I'm going to TP quickly on this one, though. I am short. Let's take a look at some Bjorn goodness, see what Bjorn's telling us. We're maxed out on the 15 minutes. The Stochastic headed down. $70 in profit so far. We're short. Getting a red dot right now. Just got the red dot on the 15 minute. Gosh, I wish we'd come up from that golden pocket. I would nail this short if we had a. No news on the tariff creates fear in the market, guys. They just want an answer. They don't like uncertainty. See what we get out of this thing, guys. We're up about $600 on the day. Anybody seeing anything here? I know you guys are browsing the charts. Bear divs here, 3 minutes. I could definitely see us at least coming back to this macro point of control. But if we start breaking through that, big downside movement coming, guys. Hey, look, we expect downside, okay? Let's be clear. We expect downside for maybe a week as these moving averages, at least from the macro standpoint, catch up. I mean, we definitely expect more upside, at least into that 382, but we've got to have this 5 catch up to the 55. And the only way to do that is for price to rip up to about 110K or for us to dance around here while the moving averages naturally catch up on their own. And given the past history, every time we've come to this point of control, we dance around for at least a week. So I think that's probably more likely. Just some chop. Just some chop. See how our trade's going. We're up $100. I'm going to take some profit. I'm going to take some profits and put a stop loss in, and we're going to just let it ride and see what happens. Okay. We're secured, guaranteed winning trade, guys. Guaranteed to make at least 60, I think about $65. And we'll just see what happens. I probably wouldn't take profit here so quick. Yeah, I would. Y'all know how I am. But I'd feel a lot more confident how we tap that golden pocket. If we come back up into the GP, I would look to short again. Might get stopped out here, and that's okay. We'll take our $60. Anybody else short? Anybody short? I want to know, somebody tell me something. Anybody have any contradictory data or opinion on my macro strategy? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not trying to be argumentative, but I want to make sure this is going to be a big trade for me. I want to make sure I'm looking at it from all angles. I think I've got it covered, but if anybody disagrees, just got stopped out, guys. I'm genuinely curious. I just got stopped out. That's okay. Another 60 bucks added to the total today. So somebody let me know what they're thinking on that big trade. Like, do you think no, we're not just going to reject a 382. We're headed on to a new all-time high, 100K plus. Never mind all that nonsense. This time is different. Let me know. Seriously. I am definitely open to other ideas, and I will research them. Stochastic headed up. Oh, there we go. Volatility taken up on the 1 minute. We could push up into this. If we can get through this line right here, well, shoot, we get that range point of control. If we get above the range point of control again, guys, we're coming to the golden pocket. I'm going to set an alert there. If we break through that and don't just SFP it, I would long this into the golden pocket. Rejecting from the golden pocket of this little mini move right here, guys. We could push through, though. Eons is not as knowledgeable as you, but I suspect it repeats the pattern. Yeah, I really suspect it repeats it. Curry Benz, would you scale in the position or go all in all at once? I'm going all in all at once, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Hang on one second. I'm trying to see if we get a clean rejection here. If we do, I would short this. Set an alert down here. Okay, good. Looks good. Okay, guys. Let me see. I'll show you why. Carry Benz. Where are we at? This is 2014. Let's go a little more relevant, a little more newer. Although they're all the same. That's a good question. I looked at this last night. Reject Bitcoin, make my short payouts. Up 100 bucks. Let's do the same thing. Let's close a little. Add a stop loss. All right, minimum we can make here 70 bucks, 65 bucks. Breakdown. Let me be clear. I do want us to rip to the moon. We're not ready though. So since we're not ready, let's make money on some of the chop. Bear divs all over, guys. Lower time frames, medium time frames, high time frames. The nothing news today is not a good thing. No news is bad news for the market. The market doesn't care if you tell it good news or bad news. It will react, but it hates uncertainty. Oops. All right, good enough. Let's see what happens. Let me show you, Carry Benz. Let me show you what I'm looking for and why. Why I say I'm going all in at once. Where are we at? All right, that's current price action. Just go to last cycle, but go check it. It's the same on all cycles. Here we go. All right, so let me zoom in here to that cross. So remember, I'm looking for the cross. I am not, and I understand. I'm probably going to lose some percentages here of profit, right? Because by the time you got the rejection from the 382 until you got the cross, Bitcoin had already moved down 7%. Fine. I'm looking for 40%. I'm okay if I make 40 instead of 47%. Fine. Because I will have a better trade, right? A more confident, a higher probability trade. But look when you got the cross. Look when you got the cross. I mean, you absolutely freaking ripped below it. I mean, you got the cross there, and next thing you know, you're 10% down within 2 days. Okay? And it was just downside from there. So if you're waiting to scale in, I mean, next thing you know, 20, 30%'s gone bye-bye while you're still scaling in. I'm going all in, and my stop loss is going to be back above that 55. Okay? Stop loss is going to be above the 55. Let's go back and take a look at one more cycle, see how that would have worked out there. You never came back and broke it. I mean, you may have wicked above it, but you never came back and broke where your stop loss would be. My stop loss is going to be above the initial 55, like where you break, which is basically break even because you're shorting the break of that. So you're putting your stop loss right there at that 55. So as the 55 winds down, if you come back up and touch it and reject, you're never. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Good trade so far, guys. Got a little bounce off of that macro point of control here, guys. Trying to flip it bullish. I don't think we do, though. All right, so we're looking at the previous cycle, the one before that, if I can find it. What year is this? 2018. Here we go. All right, this is what we want to see. So same thing here, you know. So when you get the break, right? You get the break right there of the 55, right? The crossover. Then your stop loss goes at that 55, right? 55 comes down. So even if, in this case you didn't, but even if you come back and retested it, this on the 2-day time frame, you would still be covered because, yeah, you're testing the 55, but your stop loss is 55 up here. But look, as soon as you got the break, I mean, it wasn't a him haul around and come dance around it. You get the break here. I mean, before you got any bounce whatsoever, you'd already moved down 26%. So I'm all in. I'm just all in. West Coast says, other YouTubers I watch have similar macro outlooks. Pump, rejection, next leg of the bear market to bear lows. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. I've not seen anyone show it this way with the 382 and the 555 cross. I've not seen anyone show that. Maybe they have. I'm not saying I'm the greatest. But, like, I kind of fine-tuned it a little more, not just so broad like pump, then down. Like, I'm looking for very specific entry points, and maybe some of them are also. But for me, this is a very specific and thus far 100% proven entry point strategy. Anybody short with me, guys? Is anybody short? Yeah, I think it's a great strategy coming up, but I hope that answers your question, Kerry Benz, is why I'm going all in on it. It is, as soon as that cross happens, it has always been a big, fast, hard move down. And that was the 2-day time frame, too. When I showed you that, well, let's see, what is this? 8 bars, that's 16 days. You'd already had a 26% dump in 2 weeks. So, I mean, consider this 5 crossing the 55 again, like the bulls just throwing their hands up. We give up. We surrender. They're waving the white flag. That's it. It's over. It is over. Moving down to about $150 on the trade, guys. Shouldn't have closed half of it out. Oh, well. $150. We're up. What are we up? About 700, 750 on the day. It's a good day with the Anthony Lee Crypto crew. Anybody want to do some scalp trading, live scalp trading today in the VIP Discord? I think it could be a good day. Just had a big pump yesterday. I think we could have a really good day, but we don't have to. It's up to you guys. I mean, if y'all want to be up $700, I'm only trading with a $2,000 account here. What do I have on this trade? Yeah, $2,400, something like that, $2,500 account. I started the day with $1,800. I think I have 2,500. I'm about $700 on the day. So $2,500 account right now. Started with 1,800. We're up 700 on the day. About 700. I will not let you bounce back up there. Oh, we're on the 5 minute. Ooh, I will not allow this. You can bounce to... You can bounce... You can bounce to there. No higher. Don't you know I'm scalping Bittercorn? Thanos is short. I'm excited to see some of you guys going to do this trade with me. If any, I really, I know I've said it, but I'm genuinely curious if any of you have any contrarian opinions on that. I know there's a lot of permabulls out there who just think stuff like that's crazy, and that institutions are involved, so Bitcoin can't ever go down again. Shit. Let me tell you something about institutions if you haven't figured it out. They're not in it to make you money. In fact, for them to make money, for institutions to make money, you have to lose. So whatever they're telling you and whatever marketing they're putting out there to make you think one thing, I can assure you it is the opposite. But they will let it go your way just enough to draw you in more. It's like a pool hustle. You know, they're going to lose a couple games until you throw the big money on the table, and then all of a sudden you're wiped out. I'm telling you, they're not in it to make you rich. But for them to make money, there has to be losers in the market. And that, my friends, unless you're involved in their ETF, makes you and I the loser. But we're hip to that game, so we're not going to fall for it. Let me shave a little more off here. It's getting a little dancy for my liking. Yeah, let's take it. We've secured $100. I won't touch it again until 93K. Nope, 94.2. Or I'll get stopped out. %100% West Coast. If Jim Cramer starts screaming to you that we're going to the moon, you should sell every freaking thing you own. 100%. He's paid to do that stuff, y'all. He's paid to do that stuff. They come on and tell him, hey, you know, let's make up a company. You know, Anthony the Crypto, I got stock. I'm publicly traded. I got a whole bunch of stock I got for free when I created my company. It's now worth $100 million, and I need to sell it, but I need buyers for me to sell. I'm going to give Jim Cramer $1 million to say that my stock, which has risen 2,000%, is about to go up another 1,000% because he has it on good information that something's about to happen. And the good information is that I gave him $1 million to say that because I want you to go buy, because I'm the one sitting there selling to you. I'm dumping on you. And ETFs are the exact same way. It's not a good thing for the market. Everybody thinks it's good. Matter of fact, do you know what caused the pump yesterday? Besides the indicators, but there's always a news catalyst, okay? Is anybody aware of what caused that yesterday? I wasn't at the time, but I am now, and it is not freaking bullish. But everybody interpreted it as bullish, but it's so bearish it's not even funny. That is the, I will show you. You guys need to understand this. I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know that. I'll show you something else really cool in a second. Yesterday, the Congress released the digital marketing whatever bill. The Clarity Act came out. I don't think it's been approved yet, but it's out. What they're going to do to wrap their talons around the crypto market and bring some regulation, and everybody wants regulation. By the way, regulation is very anti-crypto, right? Crypto is supposed to be decentralized, but when you're getting the government involved, what are you doing? You're centralizing it. They want to make it taxable. They're going to tell you they're going to help you with the scammer exchanges, this and that. We're going to bring regulation in so there's no Sam Bankman-Frieds. There's none of that nonsense. They're making it a central bank, guys. They're wrapping their talons around it, and the government is not in it for you to win. Name one time the government has ever helped you win. In the long run, the big picture, they're in it to win. It's all about money to them. So having the government issue regulations, that is not a good thing. But it gets interpreted that way because, people are tired of the crypto scams. They're tired of this. They're tired of that. They think the government, big brother is going to step in and make things right. Temporarily, yeah, sure, maybe. But in the long run, it is not a good thing. They're going to be able to track all your movements. They're going to be able to track your money. They're going to be able to freeze your accounts. They're going to be able to tax you out the wazoo, capital gains taxes. It's not good. And I think come next cycle, people are going to realize, oops, maybe that wasn't quite as bullish as we thought. That's just my opinion. I'm just a YouTuber. I did have a viral video one time, guys. Got at least over 12 million views that I know about. Did y'all know that? A year and a half ago? Got over 12 million views. I didn't even mean for it to. I just shot a video of a crazy lady in a parking lot and posted it, and I got accosted. I'm 6'2", 230 pounds, and I got accosted in a parking lot by a crazy liberal lady. No offense, liberals. Crazy liberal lady, and I posted it to my Facebook, and I just thought, I don't have many Facebook friends. I don't social media. I thought I'd get, 40 or 50 views, maybe a couple of laughs. And I got 12 million views. It was aired on the Australian news network. I mean, libs of TikTok, you name it. I was wearing a Trump hat. Let's see. I've got it. Let me see. I'll show you guys. You're in for a treat. Here we go. Libs of TikTok page, okay? On this one, it got 4.5 million views just on this right here. Watch this. I don't know if y'all can hear this.
Good. Who Trump?
On this one, it got 4.5 million views just on this right here. Watch this. Have a nice day.
Say on the 5th, okay? You're gonna lose.
Okay.
And your leader,
Okay.
cult leader.
Bye-bye.
You dumb fuck.
Bye-bye.
True story. That happened.
Bye-bye.
No, bye-bye. I see your hat.
Good.
Craziest things happened to me, guys.
Vote
I was just
Trump.
walking through a parking lot
Good.
in Mississippi.
Okay?
This girl rolled up on me with her 3 little kids in the back of the truck. Started cussing me out because I had a Trump hat on. Matter of
It's
fact,
gonna be out. We're taking the trash
true story.
out.
That happened.
Loser.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're in power now.
Have a nice day.
Just craziest things happened to me, guys. I
Vote
was just
Trump.
walking through a parking lot. Apparently, her and her husband have a little bit of money. This girl rolled up on me with her 3 little kids, got 12 million views. Started cussing me out because I had a Trump hat on. Matter of fact, I'm not being racist. True story. That's black. And her
Good.
kids.
All right, we're in power.
Vote Trump. Nice day.
Just craziest things happened to me, guys. I was just
Trump.
walking through a parking lot. Actually, her or I think she got 26. She got 3 little kids, got 12 million. They made her Trump hat on. I'm not being racist. True story. That's black.
Have a nice day.
All right, we're in power.
Vote Trump. Nice day.
And raised somebody dug up, she was behind him, like that got property tax. So they contacted the tax commission, got her property foreclosure. They fired her, they made her
Good.
I'm not being racist.
Vote Trump. Nice day. Good. Vote Trump. Nice day.
I just thought I was getting behind him, like that got property tax. They contacted the tax commission, got her property foreclosure. They fired her, they made her
Nice day. Good. Vote Trump. Nice day. Good.
I never.
Vote Trump. Nice day.
I just thought I never go shopping. Never. I never leave the house. I don't do well in society. I stay on my compound here. I stay on the old homestead. And I got out that day. She was going to the Apple store for her MacBook. I was like, I'll ride with you. I said, I'll drive. So we got in the Hummer and loaded up and went into town. And I hadn't got 10 feet out of the Hummer and was walking to this lady. Pulled up on me and almost hit us. That's the only reason I pulled my phone out. I was like, oh, this is going to get good. So I pulled my phone out. Normally, I wouldn't react so well probably, but I knew I was being baited. And she got arrested. So I didn't call the cops. She called the cops and said that I had assaulted her. So when we went in and we came out, the cops were waiting there by the car and like, listen, this lady's filed a complaint. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, here's the video. And then they went and pulled security video and they arrested her for lying and trying to file a false police report. It was hilarious. They pulled the security camera like, ma'am, this guy got out of his car and you almost ran him over. Oh, gosh. They made her life miserable. Anyway, I thought it was funny. That was like 2 days before the election. That's why I stay home. Oh, sorry. X audio is still playing. I think I killed it. My bad, guys. I figured y'all wanted to hear it again. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yeah, West Coast, stay classy. Hey, Simu, you're back. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good to see you. Bangladesh, is it Bangladeshian? Bangladeshian? Is that how you say it? Is it Bangladeshian? Is that what they call people from Bangladesh? Bitcoin getting a little bit of move up, guys. I would really like to see a move into this golden pocket. We're going to end the stream here in a second. If anybody wants to do scalp trading, y'all let me know. We'll do scalp trading about an hour live in the VIP Discord. If nobody lets me know, either here on stream or chats it up in Discord, I won't do it. I don't want to waste your time. But I would like to see come swoop this high, guys. I'm going to set an alert here. I'll be looking to short in this golden pocket. Or let's throw a fib on here and see. I do think we have some. I definitely think we have probably at least a week, several days, if not a week worth of consolidation here. Rejecting from the golden pocket of this little micro move right now, trying to. But I just don't think we leave this range for the next several days. Although we certainly could. I mean, you know how it is. But there's a lot of bear signs. A lot of times you'll see 3 drives to a high. It's called 3 drives to a high. Okay, and you give you triple drive of bearish divergence, right? You already got one here, so you would look for 1, 2, 3, which would be ideal for this scenario. You see this so freaking much. 1, 2, 3, right? You got 2 highs there now. You would have another, and you got 1 drive bearish div. You would have another. So you'd look something like this. Come up, tap that golden pocket. And at the same time, you're coming up here for a 3rd drive of bearish divergence there. It happens all the time. And it is my favorite short other than a swing failure pattern. So if we could get that, that would be ideal. That's what I'll be looking for. I have an alert set. If we do get that and tap that golden pocket, just know that I am shorting. All right, guys. Well, it was a good trading day. We're up over $700. I don't think I showed the last one when I got stopped out. Let me show you that real quick so somebody doesn't think I rode some big crazy drawdown and I'm in the negative here. Made 133 on that last one. So I think that probably puts us up close to 800 on the day. It's a good trading day. So far, so good. Life is good, guys. Lord has blessed us. I thank you guys for hanging out with us today. This is what I'm looking for today. I don't think we break through. I would love to see one more drive to the high, and then I want to see, I'll show you what my target's going to be. Of course, we could go much lower. But ideally, if we could get it, we come down here. I got the green box on it, guys. We take out the Asia low, okay? Take out the Asia low. There's a volume spike there, 94.2, and that would retest the breakout point. Right? Come in here, retest this breakout point, take out the Asia low, volume spike, hit the green box, and then move up and out. That would be ideal. Of course, we could come lower. There's a big imbalance here. We could come get all of this. There's not too much of an imbalance down below. That's not to say we can't come lower, but there's... Now, this looks pretty good, guys, except for this imbalance right here. Okay? Anywhere between 92.8 and 94.2. I know that's a big range. But I would look for a bounce here, a bullish back test at 94.2. If we don't get that, we're probably coming to this 92.8, 93K area, okay? That would fulfill the imbalance, and then if we hold there and we bounce there, we're probably going to break out to new highs. Not new all-time highs, but we're going to be looking for that 98K 3-day Lionheart target. Okay, guys? So these are really the only 2 areas that I'm interested in. That's it. And, of course, shorts from above. All right, guys. Well, thank you, guys. I love you guys all. I appreciate you. I enjoy spending time with you in Discord. I like chatting with you guys. So keep chatting me up. You're not bothering me at all. I really enjoy it. It helps the day to go by. And I like making profit with you guys. So I will plan to see you guys. I think we have some news tomorrow. Let's glance. Tomorrow, we have initial jobs. So we got jobs data tomorrow and GDP. Oh, that's UK. Never mind. We have jobs. That's a biggie. So we'll have that's before we go on stream. So look for some volatility there, and we'll see how the U.S. market reacts to that tomorrow. So I'll be in Discord. Y'all, somebody hit me with some chats if y'all want to go live. If not, I'll see you next time.